What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Sports Saturdays 8. I am Darius Adams. That's Peter Munson. Thank you for joining us today on another special edition of Sports Saturdays 8. And make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that bell for post notifications for every new video. Make sure to check us out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and every other major podcast network. And Nathan, we have a very interesting topic today. And the topic is it time to press the panic button on the New England Patriots? As you know, Aiden, the Patriots just came off of a devastating loss to the Denver Broncos. We all know they signed Cam Newton, and they have the reigning Defensive Player of the Year in Stephon Gilmore, and one of the greatest coaches, if not the greatest coach in NFL history, in Bill Belichick. But the Patriots right now, they just can't seem to get it together. Aiden, I'm going to give you the floor here. Is it time? I'm going to let you answer this original question. Is it time to press the panic button on the New England Patriots and Bill Belichick?
Let me spell something out for you, Darius, real quick. The last time Bill Belichick had to press the panic button, Tom Brady had torn his ACL, and his entire season was over. And yet, they still almost made the playoffs. That was the one time Bill Belichick hit the literal panic button. Bill Belichick doesn't hit panic buttons. Even when he's down in the most darkest of places, Bill Belichick doesn't hit panic buttons, right? He does the best with what he has when he can. And sometimes they're not going to always succeed, but he never panics. Never seen Bill Belichick panic. Bill Belichick, in my mind, is one of the, if not the greatest coach of all time. He's up there with Bill Parcells, Bill Walsh, all those guys. He does not panic. He does not press the panic button. You have a great, amazing, talented team. And I believe that you can contend for a wild card spot. You guys have 2 wild card spots in that league. You guys most definitely can get one. It is not at all time to hit the panic button. The Patriots are fine. They are perfectly, well, I'm not going to say perfectly, because Cam Newton was making some horrible plays. But I'm going to blame that on the Rona right now. It is not time to hit the panic button. I'll reiterate it. It is not time. Bill Belichick does not hit panic buttons.
Aiden, it is most definitely time.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
Press the panic button on the New England Patriots, and let me tell you why. If the Buffalo Bills are ahead of you in the AFC East, and guess who's in front of them too, Aiden? The Miami Dolphins. The 3-3 Miami Dolphins at that, Aiden. The Patriots I believe this is their first time under 500 since the year 2002. And despite all that, Aiden, we all know that New England Patriots quarterback Cam Newton, he isn't sounding the alarm yet. He's trying to say all the right things to ensure the media members like you and me that, hey, the Patriots are fine. Look, Cam Newton said, and I quote, "There's no need to press the panic button. There's no need to start reinventing the wheel. We have the," and I'll say it again.
I believe in Cam Newton.
In that locker room. Really? No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. And
yes, I do. I have always believed in Cam. When everybody else doubted him, oh, he's an inaccurate, oh, he's in.
Can I finish?
Yeah, sometimes man can fish a score, but he finds a way to. I unfortunately can't let. I just can't let you sit there and discredit what this man has done to become the leader of this team and talk out of that locker room. Cam Newton's.
What has he done in the past couple of years? What has he done? What has he done? What has he done?
Okay, like all great players, he had some injury problems.
What has he done in the past 5 years?
He's had some injury problems, Darius. What?
Okay. And he comes back from injury where he says he's perfectly fine. He has a phenomenal coach, Bill Belichick, and one of the best.
Look at him. He's practically strutting.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Really, so please, Aiden.
We
Look,
saw one bad game from them, and we're automatically going to hit the panic button. Please.
Broncos. They lost to the Broncos. They
The
lost
Broncos.
to the Broncos without Von Miller.
See, you're downplaying the Broncos. You're downplaying Bradley Chubb. You're downplaying Justin Simmons. But I accept that. It's okay. That defense is Von Miller. That defense is Von Miller. That defense is Von Miller. I get your point there.
Team.
But I'm not. I'm not. And I repeat, I'm not gonna let you discredit what that man has done. That's the only reason I'm not hitting the panic button. Other guys, like, you can hit the panic button. They'll be like, oh, it's the end of the road for Bill Belichick. Oh, Bill Belichick, to more than a decade of dominance, more than 2 decades of dominance has already ended. Oh, down in Titletown. Oh, no, I'm not that. Woe is me. Oh, no, these guys can't get to the top of the mountain just because they've seen some hardships. It takes hardships to get to the top of the mountain. Darius.
Aiden. The Patriots lost to a Denver Broncos team without their best player, and the defense allowed Aiden. The Patriots defense allowed Drew Lock to play poorly. They did a great job containing Drew Lock. I believe he threw 2 or more interceptions. Guess what? The Patriots still lost. Aiden. The Patriots. It is time for the Patriots. It is time to press the panic button. And guess what? In my mind, based on the competition I see in the AFC East, we can all count on the Jets. But guess what? You still have the Buffalo Bills with Josh Allen and that phenomenal team down there. And you still have the Miami Dolphins, who I believe could make some noise. I believe they have been underdogs.
If I may, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Last year, when Patrick Mahomes dislocated his knee, did you hit the panic button on the Chiefs?
No, because I knew Patrick Mahomes.
Then why are you doing it now? Bill Belichick is a greater coaching mind than Andy Reid. He is Andy Reid without the mistakes.
The Patriots have the same offense? No. What did they have? James White? What?
They got James White. They got Sony Michel. They got N'Keal Harry. They got Julian Edelman. They got about it.
Oh, and that's supposed to be an all-star squad? That's an all-star squad?
Well, what the Patriots do is that they win games without having an all-star squad.
When? It wasn't this past Sunday.
Malcolm, oh my, every Super Bowl run Patriots have had an unlikely all-star.
Oh, no.
Every Super Bowl.
Let me stop you there. When they did win the Super Bowl, they had this guy named Tom Brady. You know who he is, the greatest quarterback to ever play the game, right? Multiple-time MVP. Pretty much led the Patriots to the Super Bowl. And without with the Patriots not having Tom Brady, now that he's with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who are actually having great success this year. The Patriots are 3rd place in their division. And I believe late in the season, they're going to be fighting for their playoff lives when Tom Brady and the Bucks could have an easy cakewalk to the playoffs, either locking that number 1 seed in the NFC South.
Oh, hell no.
Or even...
They're not getting that number 1 seed.
How you know?
Hell
no. How you know?
It'll take the Seattle Hawks to
in their division,
dead at their feet for them to get the number 1 seed.
I said in their division. In their division, not the conference. Pay attention. Pay attention. Look, Aiden.
Clearly, I can't understand you.
In the division, the Buccaneers have a great chance of winning the division over New Orleans, right, in the NFC South, which should give them, right, great playoff positioning, home games, etc.
Oh, no. Well,
etc. But when you look at this Patriots team, they're 2-3, 1 game below 500. As I mentioned, the first time since 2002. They have been under 500, and they're 3rd place in their division. And I believe at the end of the season, they are going to be fighting for their playoff lives. I think if the Patriots want to have a playoff game this season, they have to do 1, hope Tua Tagovailoa fails at a certain job and the Miami Dolphins lose. 2, they can win games against subpar teams under 500, and win against phenomenal teams. And 3, hope, fight, and pray. Those are the 3 things the Patriots need to do. If
tell you what,
want to even make the playoffs this year. I understand they have Bill Belichick. I understand they have Cam Newton.
And Tua beat Stephon. Because I don't believe that there's no way. He hasn't seen a corner like Stephon Gilmore.
Oh, let me
Tua
second.
hasn't even started a game.
Right. He's a rookie, and guess what? They're 3-3. One game over the Patriots.
I don't bank on projects. I bank on prospects. You can't be a prospect without playing a damn game.
Really? Okay. And even if Tua fails, guess what? They still have Ryan Fitzpatrick. And from the way I
Oh, yeah, the Fitz magic. Yeah, that always pans out in the end. Yeah.
and from the way I see it, with Ryan Fitzpatrick playing in these past couple of games to start the season, the Miami Dolphins have had more success than the Patriots. So the Dolphins, they have a win-win situation, and the Patriots, look, it's definitely time to press the panic button, Aiden. It's definitely time to press the panic button. I understand you have Cam Newton at quarterback. Guess what? The former MVP, Aiden. Guess what year he was the MVP in? 2015. 2015, 5 years ago. I understand you have Stephon Gilmore, the defense player of the year. I understand you didn't have that much preparation, but that's still it. Yeah, I understand that the Patriots didn't have that much preparation due to the COVID, due to the coronavirus outbreak when with Cam Newton getting it along with Stephon Gilmore. But guess what? That is no excuse.
That is every bit of an excuse. When you miss your two best players, you're done.
Denver Broncos, not to lose to the Denver Broncos. Not to lose to the Denver Broncos. Sorry. Excuses don't exist when you are playing one of the worst teams in the league without their star players. And Von Miller, who's out for the season. Cortland Sutton, who's out for the season. Right. Drew Lock was coming off of injury. And guess what? He threw 2 interceptions. He played poorly. He played poorly that game against the Patriots, Aiden. That is no excuse. That is no excuse. You have too much talent on the team to lose to the goddamn Denver Broncos. To the goddamn Aiden. You see, I understand Bill Belichick, right? I understand his motivation. I understand it, what he says in the locker room, which is do your job. Do your job, right? And guess what? From the way I've seen it, by the Patriots' performance last Sunday, guess one thing they did not do. It was not doing their job. They did not execute. They did not play well against this Denver Broncos team, man. And if you lose to a team like that, a team that is pretty much, I would say this, just maybe even tanking for Trevor. Maybe tanking for Trevor.
Let's go through their games. Let's go through their games.
Okay, let's go through them.
Yeah, I'm gonna go through them.
Okay,
I'm gonna go through them.
go ahead. Go ahead.
They have on Sunday Night Football,
Yeah?
49ers. I think they can beat the 49ers. I'll say it right here, right now. Then they have the Bills. They're not going to beat the Bills. They're not going to beat the Bills. I know that. That's the writing on the wall. Then you got the Jets. They're going to smack the Jets. You got the Ravens. They're going to lose to the Ravens. Got the Texans. They're going to smack the Texans. Got the Cardinals. They're going to smack the Cardinals. Got the Chargers. They're going to smack the Chargers. Got the Rams. They're not going to beat the Rams. Got the Dolphins. They about to beat the Dolphins' ass. Then they got the Bills again. They're about to lose. Then they got the Jets to end out the season. That's a playoff schedule.
No. Please, Aiden.
That's only 3 losses. I only got 3 losses. I have them losing to Buffalo twice and the Rams. That's only 2 losses on their schedule.
Aiden.
Only 3 losses. Only 3 losses. Only 3 losses.
Aiden.
That's a playoff schedule. That means they're going to be 10-6. That's a playoff schedule.
No, did you just say that they are playing? That they're gonna smack? That they're gonna blow out?
My bad. 4. Well, they. You now you're gonna use the Cardinals beating up your sorry ass Cowboys as an excuse for them about to beat the Patriots. No, we're not having that discussion. I never said they were gonna blow them out. I said they were gonna beat the Cardinals.
Just got smacked by the Denver Broncos.
Patriots didn't get smacked. It was like a very close game. It shouldn't have been a close game, but it was a very close game.
Should have, but guess what? They scored 12 points. They scored 12 points. It's 12 points. Aiden, look. They beat the Dolphins. They lose to the Seahawks. They beat the Raiders. They lose to the Chiefs. And they lose to the Broncos, right? I think those are two back-to-back losses there. The 49ers, you never know. You never know. You never know, right? The Bills, right? That should be a loss. You know the Jets in
Yeah,
that game. Baltimore
that's a loss. Yeah.
loss, right? As you mentioned, Aiden and the Houston Texans. I think that's undecided for me. That's undecided. That's undecided. Based on the play of Deshaun Watson and that defense, that game could go either way. Arizona Cardinals, you never know. And
Mm.
Kyler Murray, yeah, I'm
You're not. No. Because you weren't seeing Kyler Murray's praises weeks before, but just because he puts up some big numbers on your Cowboys,
yes, I'm
all of a sudden he's next coming to Jesus. No,
and guess what? I disagree with you. You said he was the MVP. I didn't say he was a bad quarterback. I said he's a phenomenal quarterback. He's a phenomenal quarterback.
no, you called him a average quarterback. That's what you
Wait,
said to him.
when and where? Where's your proof? Where's your proof? Where's your proof?
Where, that whole discussion, you were basically discrediting his accolades.
I did not.
I knew Kyler Murray was gonna do this.
Quarterback. You said he was the MVP, without a doubt. You said that. You said that, Mister.
I said he was a top MVP candidate.
Stop. I mean, I can roll the tape. I can roll the tape. You said that he was an MVP. You said he was
Candidate. Yeah,
M-
MVP candidate.
the MVP, the most valuable player. And guess what, Aiden? I'm pretty sure in the office they do have Kenyon Drake. They do have DeAndre Hopkins, right? They do
Please,
have.
Kenyon Drake, the one oh Lord Jesus.
And let's go to that defense.
I
Even
don't want to hear nothing more. I don't want to hear anything else
Peters
Drake. And they don't have Chandler Jones. They don't have Chandler Jones. What they gonna do?
and the Denver Broncos didn't have Von Miller.
The Broncos got Bradley Chubb. That's up. My
The Cardinals
fathom this.
and Patriots.
Put this into words, into contexts, however you have to put them to make them make sense. I am telling you this. I am stating to you this, that the Patriots have a playoff schedule. Not saying they're going to win the whole thing. Not saying they're going to get past the Bills. Not saying they're going to get past the Ravens. I am saying that they have a real chance coming up here. Real chance.
No, it depends. If the Patriots want to play well, right? Cam Newton got to play like the MVP. Stephon Gilmore, you got to lock up all game. And guess what, Aiden? Stephon Gilmore has not looked like his regular self, getting babied by DK Metcalf. Getting babied.
Okay, Metcalf is a massive human being.
Oh, but Stephon Gilmore, Steve's player of the year. Guess what? I was singing Stephon Gilmore's praises all season long. In the offseason,
I never said Stephon was the best corner in the game. I said he was one. I said he was
he's not.
defensive player of the year.
Oh, he's not. He's not real.
No.
Wow. Okay, that's another subject for another time. Aiden,
Yeah.
read you the Dolphins schedule. They have the Rams. You never know. You have the
They're not about to be the Rams.
They have the Chargers. They have the Broncos. They have the Jets. They have the Bengals. They have the Chiefs, Patriots, Raiders, Bills. Some games I see them most definitely losing to the Chiefs and probably the Bills. But the rest of those games, I give them those are undecided games for me. Those are undecided games for me, Aiden. I understand the Patriots have Bill Belichick as their coach. I understand they have Cam Newton. I understand they have Stephon Gilmore. But based on their performance last Sunday, I am not jumping on the bandwagon, and I'm pressing that panic button for right now. For right now. This may change in about 2-3 weeks.
It'll change in 1 week.
This may change in 2 or 3 weeks. But guess what? I ain't seen no Patriots blow out no team. I ain't seen no Patriots blow out no team. No. No, we haven't. We haven't. And that's why I'm most definitely pressing the panic button on the Patriots. And listen, the Patriots, going into the season, I said they're going to be right behind the Buffalo Bills in the AFC East. And I said they're going to be a playoff team. But based on their performance in these first couple of games of the season, I say most definitely not. They are not a playoff team. They're not ready yet. They're not ready yet. And I want to see what Bill Belichick. I want to see what Bill Belichick does in the offseason to shake things up. Maybe make a couple of deals. Is he going to resign Cam Newton because he's only on a 1 year contract? What is he going to do? Is he going to make some noise in the offseason? We never know.
Hopefully.
We never know, Aiden. I know, okay, we can understand that we have different opinions on that, and that may change in a couple of weeks, even though I already know I'm right. Even though I already know I'm
And
right.
I already know you're wrong. Even though, and I already know
Okay, we will get back to this later. Until
how this works. There's not how this works. Not how this works.
we'll get to that.
Let me. All right.
Okay, Aiden.
All right. All right. All right. All right. Hey. Hey.
We'll get to this
Hey.
later. You know, we will make another episode.
I've predicted some upsets before.
Aiden,
We
stop.
thought Tampa Bay was going to get their speed. Look at them now.
No,
Look at them now.
they have Tom Brady on their team. Okay, that's another subject for another time.
Look at
Until
them now.
we will see y'all tomorrow. I am Darius Styles, and that's Aiden Munson. And this has been another edition of Sports Ideas with Aiden. Make sure to catch us tomorrow for a brand new episode of Aiden. The topic is which team is the biggest threat to the Los Angeles Lakers? It's going to be a very exciting episode tomorrow. I'm
Mm-hmm.
Simon. That's Aiden Munson. Shout out to TD and the rest of the Sports Now crew. Thank you. Salute to y'all. We will see you tomorrow. Everybody, peace and love.